I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
Hello everyone, I really want to thank you all for getting me over 10,000 subscribers. That is incredible. Right now, we are at 15k. I did not know that this would blow up like this. I truly am grateful to all of you. All the comments and support for the videos. The art is stunning. Overall you guys are amazing, and I will continue to do my best for you. But enough of the sappy stuff that has been said 100 times before. Let's just get into the Q&A.
Yeah, I got one. What made you come up with this little project of yours? Was it just something you were experimenting with and it gradually turned into what you have now, or was it all planned ahead?
Originally, I just wanted to make a TADC model that was styled like old computer graphics. It started off as just something fun to do because I was bored one day. I was not playing 5D chess with a whole story.
What it feels when people do things like drawings, PFP, crafts, memes, etc. about your creations?
What it feels is heartwarming is the best way to describe it. It is also very honoring, since I can barely draw a stick figure myself. Just knowing someone took time out of their day to make something for me is incredible.
How did you come up with the idea for this series?
I just wanted to make some animations with my models and couldn't help but make it a little bit spooky.
Is Jester corrupted by power or just naturally evil?
Jester is not naturally evil. However, it is not the power that made her that way. The power only helps her.
Why did Noble hang themselves? Are they stupid?
Yes,
Which characters like spaghetti with garlic bread?
all of them.
Question: is abstraction still a thing in the AU? Or is that something we are not supposed to know yet?
All I'm going to say is that you'd think they'd abstract by now.
Is it possible some friends and I could dub over some of these videos?
I don't know. Is it?
If it's not lore related, then this one instead. Do you like spaghetti?
Yes.
Question: what applications do you use for animation/editing? And which character is most fun to animate?
I use Blender for both animation and video editing. However, I have been thinking about using DaVinci Resolve, but do not need to right now. I did, however, use Filmora for a while before the digital Circus stuff, which I do not recommend. It's a mid software that you pay for and still get microtransactions shoved in your face.
Question about Jangle and Nulbly's relationship. Is it like a situationship? Or do they still like each other? And Jangle is just a little angry.
It's not particularly good to say the least.
I've got 4 questions. How old are you? If it's not a problem questioning it. Do you know anything about Italian culture or Greek culture? I've noticed some references. How much time do you take approximately for making an episode or an animation with that type of style? Is Jester a villain, or was she corrupted by an unknown force or figure?
I'm a legal adult. I'm not well versed in Greek or Italian culture. So, the references may be coincidental. Each video takes anywhere from 10 minutes to a week depending on how complex I want it to be. The Jester may be a villain, but she can't help herself.
How much did the cake cost? Congrats, by Tibby.
The cake plus the frosting and candles cost about $55. I bought it from my local store.
Does Jester torment the remaining members of the group from time to time? Or does he just leave them alone at the circus? And what kinds of things does Jester dislike when others do?
She hurts them until she's had her fill. There is not much that makes her mad, since she has omnipotence.
My singular and most important question: the why.
My singular and most important answer: the why not.
How long do you plan Duffy's digital circus to be? Do you plan to make an open ending or a definitive one? And what do you think how the process of creating and making the animation is going? Sorry about my English, not my first language.
I do not know how long this series will last. I have plans, and it is just too early to say right now. The current animation is going well so far. This series has been a good exercise to practice my skills.
This is a very important question I must ask. Does Jester like cookies? And if so, can I give her one?
She only likes raisin cookies.
Are you Ukrainian?
No, but I see why you might think that. I had changed my banner to one with the Ukrainian flag colors during the beginning of the Russian-Ukrainian war to show my support for Ukraine. I will not change it until it is over.
Is there a name for your AU? Right now, I'm calling it the Pirated Digital Circus, LOL.
No, there is no real name for the AU. I never even considered it an AU until recently. You can call it whatever you like. The current playlist title is called Duffy's Digital Circus, and that is what I call it.
How long did it take for you to make each model? What was the creative process? They look sick as hell. I'm Noelbull's #1, fan trust.
What do you mean by that?
I spent a few hours on each of them. They are not complicated models, but I tried to make them like their original, but just with a feeling that something is off. I really wanted to get that uncanny feeling. At first glance I wanted them to appear normal, until you looked a little closer.
IDK if this was asked, but what do you want to say? Or what inspiration to give to people that want to make their own animation/blender in general? The answer can be short.
My honest advice is to just go for it. To give it a try once. There are countless guides and tutorials online and a community of people willing to help you. At first you are going to suck. I did. I started off using Source Filmmaker and made awful FNAF animations which are sadly lost to time, but I kept trying. Really all you do is screw around until you make something, and each time you do that you get just a little bit better. If you are having trouble, I guarantee you someone has had it before, and if not, someone out there knows where to look. Practice is key. Just like with literally everything in life, the more you do something the better you become, until it is second nature.
What inspired you the most to create this AU of TDC, and who are your favorite characters from the main show?
Obviously, the biggest inspiration is the amazing Digital Circus, but I really wondered what if things were so much worse. However, a big inspiration is Sonic Rewrite by Springless. I really love that character. Another thing is just the horror content on YouTube, such as FNAF VHS tapes, the Backrooms series by Kane Pixels, and others. Too many to count. I cannot recall everything I take inspiration from. My favorite characters from the main show is Jax and Pomni. They are the most complex characters, and Jax is the funny one.
What was your favorite character to write in your TADC series?
Probably the Jester, however the story is still developing. I have an overall story that I'm sticking to, but the finer details still needs to be ironed out.
Do you have any inspiration for the scene of Noelbull's hanging and the following scene of Jester? What exactly goes into creating this content writing-wise? What's the process?
I really just wanted to create something that would unnerve people. I wanted to show to people that this place is one of helplessness. That you are stuck here forever. The scene with the Jester was actually inspired by SCP-4739, and there is no Anti-Mimetics Division by QNTM.
After the Digital Circus, what other projects are you wanting to do?
Most likely go back to making FNAF animations or TF2 or Pal World. I don't really know, but something fandom related. Who knows? Also, I might sprinkle in other videos that are not TADC related while the series goes on.
Does Jester do adventures like Kane does with a twist? Or just only do stuff to everyone like what happened to Jack?
She does not care about adventures. The Jester is not a replacement to Kane, more like a usurper.
Are we having something related to the abstracted people?
Maybe, but probably not how you'd think.
3 questions. Is Jester forcing the others to act like how they are supposed to cope for something? When was the circus/game created, and how long did it take? Is this set in the late 1990s or early 2000s?
The Jester never said anything about acting how they are supposed to. It is unknown exactly when the circus was made, and this series takes place all over the place. These videos are not going to be in chronological order.
Question.
Which powers does Jester possess, and does she have them?
She has many secrets up her little bull shoulder sleeves.
Is Jester being forced into the role of being God? Or does she genuinely just enjoy this? Also, why does Annie have a mouth but can't scream? Haha, get it. Get it.
Not forced. But at this point it is just her nature.
Jester is a IA or a human.
She is not information assurance.
How's life been treating you?
Actually, things in life are going pretty well, thank you.
Why am I so great? Shut your fucking mouth!
What if you make mini Jesters that roam around like little animals?
One, is there anything about or from your project that you wish was canon, a part of the original show? 2, imagine your home, your living space, and within it you find a worm. How many worms would it take for you to continue to find before you believe someone is leaving them there on purpose?
No, I believe that Gooseworx has their own vision of what they want their show to be, and I would not change anything about that. Also, if I find a single worm in my house, my immediate suspect is going to be you.
Silly question. How do you think the original characters would react to these versions? And another question. Will the beta version of the circus be touched on even more?
Can we kill the guy down me? This one.
Like this. Also, I don't remember talking about a beta circus.
Why did Kane get murdered by Jester? Is he stupid?
Yes.
How'd Kane die?
Who said he died?
What made you want to create the series in the first place?
I just like making videos.
Did you eat the entire cake yourself?
No.
Do you want help an apprentice, or do you wish to stay completely solo?
I'm no master splinter. I don't think so.
Something I've been wondering for a while now is, what is the music in the background of each episode? Do you make some yourself? I know that some are from TADC itself, but like others aren't, and it's genuinely great background music.
All the music is just edited versions of the TADC OST. I use Audacity, and I do not know the first thing of music production.
I'm a horror storyteller / specialist, so I guess I'll just ask what your favorite horror movie or movies is. And speaking of horror films, that time I referenced The Shining and 2001, A Space Odyssey on one of your vids. Absolutely highly recommend those classics.
I don't really have a favorite movie, since I just don't really watch movies, but a few of my favorites are Sinister, Pet Sematary, The Saw series, Bird Box, A Quiet Place, The Purge series, Terrifier, Tales from the Hood, Willy's Wonderland, and Emesis Blue.
Question. Are you going to keep leaning into more darker elements like in the A Conversation and the Truth video, or is it going to cap at those videos? What I mean is, like, will you explore darker topics?
I guess you will have to wait and see.
What is the relationship dynamic between Jangle and Noble? Seems a bit complicated, really.
It's a bit complicated, really.
With Jester seemingly in charge, Are they still going on adventures? Or is she not able to make worlds in the same way Kane does?
She can, but there's a learning curve. However, I don't think she'll worry about adventures.
What is your favorite part of creating your videos?
Uploading them and seeing your reactions. The engagement is really the best. I'm not going to lie, making the videos is kind of boring. I usually have Family Guy funny moments on the other monitor or something while I animate.
How does Jester see the rest of the circus on a relationship level? Or does she only see them all as cattle?
She is fully aware that there are people with complex emotions and feelings. She is deeply aware of that fact. She loves that about them.
Question. Is Jester single? Hear me out on this, guys.
Can I be Annie's speeder?
They aren't going to let you hit lil bro.
Can I give Noble a hug?
Can I give Annie a hug?
Sure.
Will we see Kane again?
Define see Kane.
Will future episodes of the Digital Circus influence this AU, or will it be its own separate thing?
There are times that I worry that future episodes might contradict what I want to do, but in the end, this is its own story. So that doesn't really matter. Future episodes may influence some small things, but not the overall story.
Hello. What other things disappeared beside the filter when Kane passed?
I'll just say there were things Kane was not allowed to do.
How did Jester become essentially God? Are there any fun facts about her that you'd like to share? Can I marry Jester?
Stay tuned and maybe you will find out. A fun fact about her is that she is quite fond of vexillology.
Will any side characters / NPCs appear in future episodes? Bubble, Gummy Goo, Ribbit, Ming / Disappearing Guy, etc.?
At this point it is unlikely. Not impossible, but unlikely.
How did Kane die? And how did Jester become God after he died? Or perhaps disappeared is a better term.
Yeah, disappeared would be a better term.
1. What happens when the cameras aren't rolling? Do they just go, "Aight, good job gang," and go out for some Olive Garden or something? 2. Can I call Jester Jessie? I don't know, it just sounds cute. 3. Please tell Jessie that I said hi.
When cameras aren't rolling, they are sent to Blender Hell where I keep them until I need them again. You can call her whatever you want. I will send her your regards.
If you were a color, what color would you be?
1 not visible to the human eye.
Like Goose, have you lied answering some of these questions?
Who knows? Not you.
How many hot dog can Jack fit into his mouth?
I'm not upset with y'all because I know you're mentally ill, which is why one day I'm going to open up a hospital.
I noticed the conversation between Noble and Jangle in The Conversation is very similar to the scene in Smile 2 between Sky, Riley, and Gemma as they lay in bed together after Sky wakes up from a nightmare, where Sky starts rambling and venting, expecting consolation just for Gemma to suddenly call Sky a horrible person. Is that conversation inspired by that scene at all? If so, what are some of your other inspirations for the Jester series as a whole? Here's the scene from Smile 2 in question.
Gemma, I'm so sorry about everything. I know, it's okay. I already forgave you. But I don't know why I destroy everything. I feel like my brain is this really fucked up place full of all this chaos and noise, and I'm trapped there all alone in this darkness, and I just want to quiet the noise, but I don't know how. It's because you're a horrible person.
What?
What did you say? Gemma.
No, I have never seen that movie.
What will you do if free rate was there?
I don't know. Die. What do you want me to say?
What if Noble kissed Jangle?
What if the sky was red?
How long have the members been trapped in the circus? I'm asking more because of the obvious inspiration in I have no mouth and I want to scream. And wondering if they've been trapped in the circus for 100 years or more, like in the poem.
Longer than you think.
But not 100 years. Yet.
Hey, it's me, Tweedle Stupid, your favorite commenter on YouTube, aha. Theoretically, if one were to flirt with Jester and sing her praises while doing so, could one rizz her up? And I don't want the answer you gave me already of, you would be braver than most. I need a real answer in case I get fucking sword art online into this world.
Once again, she ain't gonna let you hit lil bro.
How big is the circus? Has it been changed? Are there new areas? Did Jester change it?
The circus is a lot bigger than it should be able to be. Who knows how or why this happened?
What are the masks of Jangle? In TADC, Gangle has masks of tragedy and comedy. So what are the masks of Jangle? Are they the same or different?
Jangle had a comedy and tragedy mask. However, she hasn't seen her comedy one in a long time.
Be honest, what would Jester think of her fans?
She would love to meet them, and they would want to unmeet her.
What is your process to make these videos from the visuals to the dialogue? Do you have these written out beforehand? Or does inspiration come and go during production?
I usually come up with video ideas pretty quickly. Then I'll write them down in my notes. I'll mentally expand upon them. I don't really script them, but just have ideas written down and points I want to get to. I do however plan and write the dialogue. First, I'll have an idea of what I want characters to say to each other, then I'll write it down. New ideas come and sometimes replaced as I make the videos. Until I make something I'm fine with.
What would Jester eat at Olive Garden?
She would think Olive Garden is gross and flip the food out of the waiter's hands.
What would Cain do if they were still functioning properly when Jester began to torment the other players? Is coexistence even a possibility at that point?
If Cain was still functioning, he would probably try to restore the circus. However, he would not be able to stop the Jester. Coexistence is impossible for a variety of reasons.
Are you planning to have VAs for the series, or wanted to have VAs at one point?
I did consider voice actors for the series, however, decided not to because of a variety of reasons. I'm still kind of open to the idea, but for now it's a no. I do like the dubs that you guys do, and I think they are great.
What's your favorite cheese?
Swiss.
Duffy, what planet are you from? Super Earth. Our home.
When will the models be released?
Once they are in a state I'm satisfied with. There are some things I would like to tweak about them. When I release them, I might update them afterwards as well. Right now, I don't think they are satisfactory enough.
Would I be terminated if I fangirl over Jack too much?
Hardest model to make?
None of them were particularly hard to make. Some gave me troubles with weight painting, but overall, I don't know where I would rank them in difficulty. They were all easy and challenging in their own ways.
Can I please be the last question in the Q&A?
English or Spanish?
You got something in your nose, sniffing that K. Did you feel the hole? Hope you find peace for yourself. New boyfriend ain't gon' feel the...
Does Jester like oranges?
Yes.
Is Noble going to bed rot for the rest of their days?
Wakey, wakey, it's time for school. Come on. Wake up, it's time for school. Come on, man. Are you ready for school?
No.
Is this the last question?
Is it? Shut your fucking mouth!
Thank you to everyone who participated in the Q&A. I tried to answer as many questions as I could. A lot of them were repeat questions and some I couldn't really answer, so I'm sorry if I didn't get to you, but this was a lot of work. I hope you enjoyed the video and some of your questions were answered. The next video is currently in the works. Once again, thank you everyone for your support. See you all later.